Hello, my name's Fred Dengler, and I'm co-founder of the Mikal Corporation. I'd like to give you a walkthrough on our daily operations in Mikal 7, our GUI, Salon, and Spa software program that we've been installing in salons and spas since 1982. First, let's start off with the splash screen. And here you've got the top 10 clients. This is information that you can take a look at every morning. This is the last 30 days who my top 10 clients are, the products I need to reorder, my top 5 employees, what my top zip codes are and my average ticket per zip code, dashboard information, sales and booking activity, sales analysis, employee systems, and graphs. Now, of course, I only have access to this if I have a high enough access level to be able to get the data, but I can take a look at it if I want to. Let me continue on in. The next thing that pops up is the clock-in system, which has everyone clock in for the day. That way, you know if they're in the salon, you know what they're working on. Right now, I'm already clocked in, so let's say I'm coming back from lunch. I'll end my lunch, and then I'm ready to do business. A couple of things on the time clock, too. The reason why you have everyone clock in, my favorite reason is you can show status. So if you've got a large salon or there are a lot of nooks and crannies, or you're in a strip center where people leave to run down to the other side of the strip center to get a cup of coffee or something, you can right here look and see exactly where people are without having to go hunt them down or figure out what's going on with them. The other thing that I like about managing the front desk from this program is we've got the day's appointments or check-in list. So I can go in here on the check-in list and just check people in. When Jimmy Malone comes in, I can mark him in, and it's going to automatically put him in. It'll change his color on our appointment book to show that he's now in. The gray means they're out and they paid. The yellow means that they're in. Once they're in, when the service provider comes and gets them, I can also mark them as taken, and it will change their color again. So on the screen, I can see people that are paid, people that are in and waiting, people that are taken. Also, when you check people in, it'll automatically vibrate your service provider's smartphone, or if you've got a paging system, the pager that the service provider is wearing. If they haven't been taken within 5 or 10 minutes, you specify the time. It will also double vibrate the service provider to tell them that they need to probably wrap up with the customer that they're working on right now and take care of the other customer who's waiting in the front area. So we've got our appointment book here. This person's checked in and also been taken. Let's say Jimmy's ready to pay now. So I go ahead and I pick him, and I want to do the sales transaction. Now, it's going to catch me here. I haven't opened my cash drawer yet today, so I need to put in my beginning cash, and I can put in a message that will appear on the sales receipt, turning the sales receipts into a coupon, or a little message on events that are coming up in the future, whatever you really want to do with it. So I say OK to that, and it pops up. It shows me Jimmy's cashing out. It would show me if he had any accounts receivable or any membership openings. It would show how much he's earned in VIP bucks that he can use to redeem during the sales transaction very easily. If he was referred by somebody, I would put the referral in there, and it would track that, send a referral thank you to the customer who referred them, along with crediting them for bonus points or however you want to reward them for their referral. Then I can add or I can change items that are on here. I can do a discount, or I can go ahead and just cash him out. Let's say that he's going to pay with check, so he gives me a check, and he wants to write the check for $200. It'll ask, do I want to process the change to tips? If I say yes to that. And it can do multiple service providers. If Betty White and other people at all provided services for Jimmy Malone, then we could go ahead and allocate those tips to the different people. So let's say $23 goes to Betty. That's okay. And there's still 45 cents left. Let's say Jimmy wants that for his parking meter. So we go ahead. He's going to have 45 cents in change back. We end it. It will print a receipt for the customer if you want to. I'll just send that to the screen. You can email the receipt automatically or text the receipt to the customer. The other thing you could do is automatically have it go in and rebook their next appointment. So I could be right in the appointment book searching for those same services for 4 weeks from now or 6 weeks from now if I wanted to. So that's basically how you cash out a customer. Also in the point of sale system, that's where you manage all of your cash. So besides doing sales transactions, you can do your refunds, your voids, your accounts receivable payments, package redemptions. We track packages, days of beauty, bridal packages. All of that is tracked in the system and redeemed. You can reprint an invoice. You can also do a quick sale if somebody comes running in, wants to buy some product, and doesn't want to give you their address and all those other things. You just go ahead and do a quick sale on them. You put in whatever the services are that are going to be sold, how they want to pay for it, and they're out the door, and you're done with the quick sale as well. So you've got the ability to do a lot of things with this screen, very easily. And there's only one screen that you have to deal with, so it's not a lot to have to not a lot to have to train, not a lot to have to take into account. So those are our sales transactions. Now, if I wanted to book an appointment, let's just say for today we had a walk-in. I'm going to come over here and at 3:30 with Donna Mills, I'm going to book a new customer walk-in for a men's haircut. We'll go ahead and do that. Search for it. Who's the customer? Put in part of their last name, and it's going to be Bill Miller. We finish the appointment. This would tell us how we're going to confirm that appointment, because it'll confirm it today. If it was a future appointment, it would also email or send a text message confirmation 2 days in advance. We could print a work ticket on this appointment if we want to, which has that Bill's coming in. He's going to see Donna. It's a repeat request. All of Donna's services that she can do if she does an upsell and what her prices are, what Bill's past buying history is, so we have retail sales opportunities. You can also get this information, if you don't want to print it on a work ticket, on the service provider's smartphone. They can get their sales information, they can get the technical card, they can get the customer's buying history, they can update the customer's address information if they want to, all on their smartphone for you. Important thing is the smartphone is just a terminal. It doesn't keep any of the data. It's all stored on your computer or stored on our computer system that's in the cloud. So we've gone ahead and we booked that appointment. If we wanted to finish it up and do a sale, we could do that as well. You can really do whatever you want to with the system as you're running through this. At the end of the day, we go into our point of sale. We want to cash out our terminal. Oh, a couple other things you can do on this too, besides over here where I was showing the sale, payout, refund, and void. You can also put in back bar information, so it'll track your back bar usage and who is using the products. You can put in tips after the fact. We had the tip on the one sales transaction allocated automatically, but if you are collecting tips at the station or in the room, they can come up and put in the tips after the fact. You can run a transaction report. You can run a daily tip report, and people can tip out automatically in the system. So for right now, though, we're done with the day. We're going to cash out. So we pick our cash out. We put in all of our cash information, put in our checks, check our credit card. We can interface with multiple credit card vendors. So if you want to tie your credit card transactions right into our system, it'll show up on here, and you can balance it to your credit card machine. And then we OK that. Is our cash out complete? Yes. It prints the cash out, basically what we put in on our screens. And then it also shows change given, service and retail totals, grand totals, payouts, refunds, and voids. All of that shows up right here. Change at point of sale, because we're able to track that information as well. So that is our cash out. We can run a transaction list. You can run it for all your transactions for the day, which it'll show here, or you can run a transaction list for each service provider, which they can sign off on, and if their daily sales are agreed on, that means at the end of the week when we run our payroll information report for you, calculate commissions and all that, there are no questions. It's all tracked and waiting for you. So we've cashed out our terminal, and you can cash out multiple terminals. You can have 4, 5, 6 terminals, multiple cash drawers within the terminals, all of that. And then we want to do our day end. When I go into the day end here, it's going to say we've already been processed. Do we want to go ahead? And I'm going to say yes. We put in our cash deposits. We okay that. Day end's complete, and everything's updated. Our customers are updated with their buying history. Our employees are updated with their sales analysis, and for payroll, all of that's done. Our inventory's taken off the shelf. Our inventory's taken off the back bar. Tip reporting's taken care of. Our sales analysis and sales tax is all taken care of. All of it's done automatically just by basically doing those things. Booking your appointments, processing the appointment as a sales transaction, cashing out your terminal, running your reports. If you do that every day, all your paperwork is done. If you have any questions, please give us a call, 513-528-5100 or 800-448-5420. Again, I'm Fred Dengler, the co-founder of the Mikal Corporation. Thank you for your time today.